Today, we are going to separate all of the sounds in some words. Listen while I say the sounds in mouse, mouse, ow, s, mouse. Let's stretch the word mouse together. Mouse, ow, s, mouse. Good. Make sure your fingers are doing what my fingers are doing. So you should stretch out a finger for each sound that we say. Good. Let's keep going. Let's do them together. Pan. P, e, n. Pan. Good. Make sure you're doing it with me. Sheep. Sh, e, p. Sheep. Yes. Y, s. Yes. Shirt. Sh, t. Shirt. Sick. S, I, k. Sick. Queen. Qu, e, n. Queen. This is run. N. Run. Rose. O, z. Rose. Knife. I, f. Knife. Bat. B, a, t. Bat. Cake. K, a, k. Cake. Fox. F, x. Fox. Lime. I, lime. Mitt. It. Mitt. Juice. S. Juice. Sit. It. Sit. Sad. 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 Tape. T, tape. Last one. Hose. O-z. Hose. Good. Let's go on to part 2. Let's see. What is the first sound in rabbit? Remember, the sound is spelled with the letter R. What is the first sound in octopus? Ah. Remember, the sound ah is spelled with the letter O. Ox. What is the first sound in the letter, or what is the first sound in the word ox? Ah. Should we put the ox under the R, like rabbit, or under the O, like octopus? Under the O, like octopus. So ox and octopus both start with the letter O, so I'll move the ox under the O. What is the first sound in raccoon? Should I put it under the letter R or the letter O? The letter R. Raccoon starts with the letter R. Rattle. What is the first sound in rattle? Should I put it under the letter R or the letter O? The letter R. rattle starts with the letter R. Robe, what is the first sound? Should I put it under the letter R or the letter O? The letter R. Robe starts with the letter R. Olives, what is the first sound in olives? Ah. Should I put it under the letter R or the letter O? O. Olives starts with the letter O. Rooster, what is the first sound in rooster? Which letter should I put it under? R. Rooster starts with the letter R. Ostrich, what is the first sound in ostrich? Which letter should I put it under? O. Ostrich starts with the letter O. Otter, what is the first sound in otter? Which letter should I put it under? O. Otter starts with the letter O. Run, what is the first sound in run? Which letter should I put it under? R. Run starts with the letter R. Omelet. What is the first sound in omelet? Which letter should I put it under? O. Omelet starts with the letter O. Roller coaster. What is the first sound in roller coaster? Which letter should I put it under? R. Roller coaster starts with the letter R. October. What is the first sound in October? Which letter should it go under? O. Let's check our work. For the letter R, we have rabbit, raccoon, rattle, robe, rooster, run, roller coaster. For the letter O, we have octopus, ox, olives, ostrich, otter, omelet, October. Good. Let's try another. What is the first sound in dog? D. Remember, the sound D is spelled with the letter D. What is the first sound in fish? F. Remember, the sound F is spelled with the letter F. Doghouse. What is the first sound? D. Should it go under the letter D, like D, dog, or the letter F, like F, fish? The letter D. Doghouse starts with the letter D. Feather. What is the first sound? F. Should it go under the letter D, like D, dog, or the letter F, like F, fish? F. Feather goes under the letter F. Footprints. What's the first sound? F. Should it go under the letter D, like dog, or F, like fish? F. Footprints starts with F. Deer. What is the first sound in deer? D. Which letter should it go under? D. Fox. What is the first sound in fox? F. Which letter should it go under? D or F? F. Door. What is the first sound? D. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? D. Feet. What is the first sound? F. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? F. Finger. What is the first sound? F. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? F. Dolphin. What's the first sound? D. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? D. Donut. What's the first sound? D. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? D. Firefighter. What's the first sound? F. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? F. Dinosaur. What's the first sound? D. Should it go under the letter D or the letter F? D. Let's review what we have so far. For the letter D, we have dog, doghouse, deer, door, dolphin, donut, dinosaur. They all start with the letter D. For the letter F, we have fish, feather, footprints, fox, feet, finger, firefighter. They all start with the letter F. Let's go on to part 3. Now, you're going to guess my mystery words that got all mixed up. I want you to guess my mystery word. S-a-d. Sad. K-a-t. Can you guess what it is? Cat. Good, let's keep going. It. Sit. At. Rat. Ham. App. Map. At. Hat. Pod. Pod. Ought. Hot. At. Mat. Rim. It. Fit. Dot. Dot. App. Wrap. One more. Top. You did an excellent job today with phonics.